23, and today is World Health Day, and I am ready to celebrate with you how to engage your innate healing potential. And this is a bit of language that I've navigated to over the last little while, and as I have been assisting people with illness, I have tried to change the topic from where we're unwell to wellness. And so today we are going to enact that innate healing potential and make it happen. So thank you for joining in. And I see I've got Charlotte online there from Ontario. So I hope all is well where you are. I'm going to start just with a seated set. And today I'm going to do 108. I'm going to go through the whole thing just to let the whole process work. And as people come on board, they can join in. So I'm going to do it seated, turned a little bit differently. And just one of the comments was the position of my head, that my neck, it looked like I was dropping my head when I was doing some of the actions. So I'm hoping at this angle, people will be able to see I'm holding my posture nice and long. So anyway, that's what we'll try for. Thank you. I saw the thumbs up. Okay, so let's get started with the seated set. We're doing 108. So here we go. And our goal today is our activation of our innate healing potential so that our cells can rejuvenate themselves. And I'm sending this out to those people who require it for the healing that they need to be doing for their own bodies. We have a few family members that need a little bit of extra love, a few friends that need some extra love, so this is coming out to you guys. And I'm going to use my wrist so I can sedate emotion and calm the system down, do a little bit of de-stressing. Feels kind of weird facing the teapots over here. Whip to one side. Step up to raise hands. Nice big breath. Just let the pace of life slow down a little bit. This white stork spreads wings and brush knee. Strum the pei-pa. And this would be brush knee left. Step, brush knee right, twist step, brush knee left, strum the pei-pa, brush knee left. Pulling flowers, in, out, wiping the sleeve. And just let that go out. Wipe the sleeve, 2 hands. Here to close the entrance. Open the back, brush knee right. World Health Day. It's the day where we get to really reflect on the choices that we make to keep ourselves well. This is going to come around, whip out diagonal, comes through, and then reach up. Fist goes underneath the elbow. There's that little rise we've worked on. Space in between the bones of the spine. Lift. Space in between the bones, lift. This is coming around, lying in a slant. Step up to raise hands. Thanks for the love. I feel it. Comes up. Going to come around. So today we're doing, for those people that just came on, 108 seated. Push the needle to sea bottom. It's going to go out. Fan penetrates the back. Coming around. Wipe, hold the flowers. Comes in, out. Grass bird's tail. So for those that just came on, I just turned the angle a little bit, so if you're missing some details, hopefully you'll catch it. Move hands like clouds. Okay, so there are a lot of things we've talked about over the last 3 weeks. So just bring some of those thoughts in. One is breathe, soft, open, moving through the body. So this being number 5, reaching out, whip to one side. High path on a horse. Nice big lift. Feel that come through the back. And then expand. It's going to go through and expand. It's going to wrap around. And we'll see if I get this right or not. Brush knee left, brush knee right. This will be low punch. Ah, I did it. My little spots. It's going to turn, lift, up, separate. Nice big breath. Okay, so this is going to go over to the right, hold the flowers, comes all the way around, strike the tiger, hold, all the way around, strike. It's going to come back towards the tailbone, that would be a kick, cross back towards the tailbone, up towards the sit bone, strike. Down towards the tailbone, up towards the sit bone. This will be kick, turning around, hold the flowers. In and out. So this will be the end of part 2. And if you came on a little bit later, I'm just going to do the whole 108 today, just to give us a chance to completely relax, get the flow of energy coming through. So this will be carry tiger to mountain, which you'll recognize. Brush knee. Palm to palm. And I hope the angle's right so you can see the length coming through. This is going to go whip out, horizontal this time. And last week sometime we did parting horse's mane, so we'll put that in here. Here's number 4. Here's number 5. Left grass bird's tail, and then grass bird's tail. flip out to one side. Now we've got a Fair Lady shuttle. It's going to come in. Left hand goes out. Comes back to the right hip. Over to the left hip to cross the hands. Out with the right. Comes back. Left hand goes out this time. Comes back. Crosses over. Reach out. Left grasp bird's tail. And then grasp bird's tail. And today I'm putting it at the wrist. Just so we could do emotional release today. Just as it's World Health Day, de-stressing. Comes back around. Move hands like clouds. We have 7 this time. Lift, breathe, space in between the vertebrae. Here's number 4. Here's number 7. Reaching out. Pulls in, comes across, whip to one side. Now this would be a snake. So we worked on this yesterday. Sink, through, lotus opens, up nice and tall, space in between the joints. Then we have board off monkey. I hope I'm getting it all right. Sometimes you just kind of get off in the movement. Step up to raise hands. Lift down into the feet. White stork spreads wings. Uh-oh. See? Did I do push needle? I don't know if I did push needle. Oh no, my thoughts just disappeared. Fan penetrates back. Let's just try that. I'm not sure. I apologize. Deflect, parry, and punch. With the sleeve. I got supremely lost, and it's because I have this wonderful friend who just came out of ICU with COVID-19, and as I was doing this, I was thinking he'll now be able to watch the videos, and this is fantastic, and boom, the set left me. I apologize. We did the snake. And we did all the way up to, can we go from move hands like clouds 3 times? I'll have missed the transition somewhere. Can we do that last piece? I apologize. However, since he came off a ventilator, I'm so ecstatic. That was the news I got just before I went to air today. Okay, so there's 3. Let's come back, whip to one side, and reach out. So this will go to high pat on horse. This is going to be reaching out, turn and kick, hold the flowers, deflect, parry, and punch, and then grasp bird's tail. I was telling a friend of mine that when you're live, You have to live with the mistakes, and that's just life. Okay, here comes whip to one side. Here goes our snake. This is going to go lift, sweep. Lotus comes up. So now instead of doing it like we did the other time, you go into the fist. Let the back open. Little spiral, little spiral. This comes around right hip, left hip, and this comes around and out. Comes through. Big breath. And let that go. All right. So now, yesterday we talked about the palms and connecting to the feet and the floor. So if you just connect those palms, you probably feel as they're over top of your knees, just activating the calf muscle, everything is engaged. Notice what that feels like. Be aware. Then okay, thank you for tuning in for me to be able to not make it to the end of the set. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so what can you do with that? All right. So Yvonne's just typing in that there's lots of video interruption today. I think the world is now on computer, so I apologize. The interruption wasn't just me then, so that's good. I'll take that as a way to cover myself up. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? It's World Health Day, and I just spent the whole afternoon brainstorming with a colleague of mine about how the wellness model changes as a result of COVID-19. And what I mean by that is we need to adopt a wellness model of healthcare, not a model of wait till I get sick, then go see somebody who knows how to fix me and let them fix me. That's not the model. The model is wellness. Every choice you make every single day is towards your wellness. It is up to you, and you have the choice on how you're going to cope with everything. So let's talk about how Tai Chi does that for you. So when you get up first thing in the morning, what do you do to engage the body and engage the energy? That's what I want to know. So I would love it for those of you that are on the call now, if you type in some of your answers. What do you do first thing in the morning to engage? Please don't write cup of coffee. That won't count. Okay, while you're doing that, let's go through some options. I'm going to just come back to seated because I have to think about all of the pieces that I would put in there. For some people, their joints will be very stiff first thing in the morning, and the fascia, if you don't have enough water in your system, the fascia is going to stiffen up overnight because it operates by fluid. And if there isn't any, it's just going to the tissue's going to toughen up. So what you want to do, it'd be awesome if you could get to the bathroom to get the water. But what the first thing you want to do is get things moving. So we already talked about, I'm just going to back up so you can see my feet. We already talked about when you do the foot exercises, the pump at the bottom of the heel. That pump is sending the fluids and the toxins from the extremities, the legs, back up into the core of the body. So while you're lying in bed, you could move your feet. This is really important. Get that pump going. Okay, I have done the foot exercises in bed when I've been recuperating, and they're amazing. So I'm going to put them in now. You can put your fingers between, and we have 3 versions of the foot exercises. that Yvonne, Doug, and I videoed. And I'm going to do my version because that's the only one I can remember. But Yvonne has 2 other versions that are recorded, and they are up on our YouTube channel for Tai Chi Wellness and the Seated Form series. Okay, and now the heels. So if you're looking for a couple of options to do in bed or in a chair, these are fantastic. So first thing in the morning, we want to get the fascia moving and fluid in there. Okay, so feet come back to the center. You've got open, close. Letting the hip relax. So if you were lying on one side all night or the other side and you're really stiff, you have some trouble with mobility or joints, not having enough opening and fluidity in there, then this will be very helpful to get that going. And then heels. The others would be deep breathing, right? Making sure you're breathing from your belly. Nice big breaths, just in case you didn't have that in the night. Or you did and you want to keep it going. Okay, then we have the crawl. Heel, toe, heel, slide the foot, point. And if you're in bed, you could just lift your foot slightly off the bed, and that's going to be enough to get that energy line across the top of the leg activated. And that's really what you want there. And if you remember the day that we discussed water, and we discussed about the back of the knee and making sure, heel goes out this time, flexed foot, we're popping open underneath the back of the knee to get our fluid moving. Okay, now you could do on the side of the bed if you wanted, and you could do it under the covers. Either way, very valuable. Ball of the foot, so I'll just turn my foot so you can see. Ball of the foot, heel drop. Ball of the foot, heel drop. And you want that to be, pick your foot up, put it on the floor, drop it. Pick it up, drop it. Pick it up, drop it. Okay, and that one is very valuable for making sure K1, kidney meridian, is activated on the bubbling springs, bottom of the foot, comes up all the way through the systems. And if this is a challenge for you, then my alternative for it is, and I'll just turn sideways so you can see my foot, ball of the foot, toe, ball of the foot, flat. Ball of the foot, toe, ball of the foot, flat. And I do that because some people don't know the differentiation between the ball of the foot and the toe, that part. And they get mixed up. And that's just signals. So we need to get those signals going properly. So this is a good way to find that. And this is going to change the way balance works, centering, grounding, gravity, stability, all the reflexes that require your movement in space and your connection to the floor. So get that going. You can, and we have talked about it, taking the toe onto the top and just curling right over the top and then bringing it back down. So taking the other toe. Now for some people the big toe is too tight and that's not comfortable. So you could take your hand, just pull your foot and bring it down into a point. So I'm not sure if you can, how well you can see that. Let's see here. So pulling the toe, and I want to make sure I don't roll my foot up. I know that's hard to see. So it's up that way, but actually my foot is going out flat and then making sure the toe is just turned from the flat there. Okay, so just giving that. So that's another way, and you could do it this way. And we did also talk about putting it along the side of a chair and then just pulling the feet up. And that's going to give more opening into the big toe, stomach, spleen, and liver. Those systems are going to be first and second toe. which are usually the tightest. Okay, so that's another option. All right, and then for Flintstone, whole foot on the floor. Make sure the whole foot touches, not just the toe, but the whole foot. Okay, that would be one thing you could do in bed first thing in the morning. The other one is the foundation exercise, hands turning. Okay, and again, if I just turn myself a little bit, hopefully you can see. So my shoulders are going to line, my elbows are going to line up with my shoulders, and my arm is making a 90-degree angle here, and I'm turning the hands, thumbs in, thumbs out, thumbs in, thumbs out. I'm not going to pull the thumb across though, I'm going to keep my hand flat, okay, just to make sure. There's space between the fingers. And if you want to build energy, you go a little bit faster. And if you've done a Tai Chi set and relaxed the system already, which we did, then you can go slower, and that will start to change the tendon and the muscle relationship. So if you have some tension somewhere, this is when you can start to adjust that. We have talked about how this is the forearm, but this could be your lower leg. This could be your ankle instead of your wrist. This could be your foot instead of your hand. So if you couldn't move a foot, it was injured, you would be able to use your hands to change the way the function is going on in the legs. This could also be your spine, your neck, and your head, and you could change that as well. So if you're bedridden or you have been seated a lot, this is a good way that you can activate things, and definitely one you can do in bed, nice and easy. Okay, just letting that go. All right, we have talked about turning at the shoulders. So if it's too much, you start feeling that little bit of burn in your forearm, you can move to here and just take it down a little bit. And this, seated, it doesn't work so much the same way that you could feel it in your hip. It's going to affect your hip for sure, also your jaw. But if you are standing, then you could do it and just planting your feet, open your hips, and then you may notice, if you can relax enough, I'm smiling because I have to find it, then you can notice all of a sudden the hip opens, the back lets go, the tailbone drops, and there's a nice release if you have the ability to let go. Okay, so that's an option. Okay, so that gives you a couple of things that you could do first thing in the morning that would be Tai Chi related. The other would be make sure to drink 2 glasses of water before you start your day, not with your medication. Start with the water first. Give yourself a half an hour for the system to engage and be completely hydrated, and then start into your day. So then if you do need to take medication, that's a good time to do it. But give your system a chance to flush the toxins out that your body was trying to eliminate in the night, and that will give you a chance to do that. You do a couple exercises while you're in bed, and everything is energized and ready to go. Okay, so that gets you to some tips that I did last week. We talked about time of day. So that one was for people who have trouble sleeping, or calming the system down, or they just feel like they're just not quite in the right place. Then this is a chance to get. Okay, I saw that little jolt in the broadcast. Okay, so I'm just looking to see what time it is. So it's 5:30 my time. So I'm just going to say 5:30, and out west it would be 2:30 or 1:30. So you're just going to rub down your ear on one side. That's going to engage all the systems. And you could do this midday if you're feeling like you just needed a little pick-me-up. This is a nice way to do it. And just 3 times down. Okay, that gets time of day back on. That also activates the auditory system, and we talked about the vagus nerve yesterday, I believe. So making sure then you've got a full range of motion coming through the head. Okay, so now what exercises could you do kind of midday? If your energy's doing a little bit of a slump, then dawn ewes are a great choice. And I know that might not have been what you would pick, but it would be one of your best choices. So let's put that with the meridian trace, because that also gets the flow going. So anybody who has been unwell, is recovering, I'm just sending the love to some people. This is a great way to get the energy to flow completely through all the systems. So if there's a challenge somewhere, you will unblock it. And tracing the meridians and doing the dawn use allows you the awareness of where the energy line is, just setting the intention into it for free flow, and then activating it with the dawn use. Dawn use will activate it for sure, but this way just gives you an extra bit. So we have central, down the middle of the body, up the back, over the top, governing, down the middle, up the front, down the middle, up the back, over the top. So now, on a couple of days, I also stopped in the middle to look in the mirror. You can put all kinds of affirmations there or intentions. So my intention today is to motivate you to make wellness choices. That's what I'm working on today. Make your wellness choices. Build a lifestyle that has all of the wellness choices already easy and activated in there. So when you look in the mirror, you can say, I love you, and you can mean it. Okay, so that brings you central governing. So now, up and out. I'm just going to turn, because the comment was that my head looked like it was dropping when I was doing things, but it should be my whole back is like a plank. It's like a diagonal line. So hopefully that's what it's going to look like as I go out. That's going to come back. Then I'm going to go to my feet, come back, and then stand. And this little sequence allows us the opportunity to get a lot of dawn use in without it feeling like we did a whole bunch of work. But I also learn about my system because I can feel when the energy lines up correctly, then there's just no effort in my legs. So at the moment, there's a little bit of effort in my knees. I can feel them trying to work. They shouldn't be. It should be my quads. So something's not quite working correctly. So we move to the next meridian. So we have stomach, goes around the face, down the front. Then you come back in. This goes up towards the armpit, down by the ribs. One hand goes out flat. The other hand goes underneath it and sweeps under. Then it goes over, and then you go to your ear. Other hand goes out flat, underneath, over the top, to your ear. Okay, stomach and spleen were on the body. Heart, small intestine is what we traced after that. And small intestine is where the quads are. And guess what? The knees don't hurt anymore. The Danyu is nice and easy. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay, so my system, even though I did the Tai Chi set, even though I know all these tools, I still had some parts that weren't quite working the way they should. Okay, so let's go to bladder. So that's between the eyebrows, over the top, down the back, behind the legs, underneath, comes back in, up the front, Q27, collarbone, and then one head goes out flat, palm is down, underneath, over the top. So that's bladder, kidney. This is circulation, which is your middle finger, triple warmer, which is your ring finger, and it comes around to the corner of the eye. Okay, and let's activate a few more Danyus in there. Oh, even better. So now I actually feel the ground while I'm doing this. And my knees don't have any more pain. And it feels like I actually have the strength of my quads to be able to hold me there. It's beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so now we have gallbladder. So you're at your cheekbones. Your hands go front of the ear, over the ear, down the side of the head, down the side of the body, out the toes, comes back in towards your ribs, comes out to the front towards the belly button. Then you put hand out, palm palm goes underneath. This is going to be lung to thumb. Pointer finger comes across opposite nostril. That's large intestine. So gallbladder, liver with the other two. Lung, large intestine.